Grandiose narcissism, a distinct form of narcissism, manifests itself through an individual's delusions of grandeur. People who exhibit this type of narcissism typically have an inflated sense of self-importance, viewing themselves as superior to the people around them. Their inflated ego is often supported by traits such as extreme arrogance, a strong sense of entitlement, and heightened aggression. One of the most striking characteristics of grandiose narcissism is the narcissist's magnified sense of self-importance and pervasive aura of grandiosity. Grandiose narcissists are not content with being seen as equal to their peers. They firmly believe that they are superior to everyone else in every conceivable way. Their self-image isn't just inflated. It's colossal. They view themselves as extraordinary, possessing unique talents and qualities that set them apart from the rest of the world. This deep-seated conviction shapes their thoughts, feelings, and behaviors in profound ways. Furthermore, grandiose narcissists perceive themselves as immensely desirable and enviable. They operate under the assumption that everyone around them secretly admires their brilliance and longs to emulate their success. They are convinced that their life, their achievements, and their persona represent the epitome of what others aspire to be. This inflated sense of self-importance often leads to unrealistic expectations of preferential treatment and automatic compliance with their desires. It also fuels their tendency to belittle or disregard the feelings and needs of others, as they consider themselves inherently more important and deserving. One of the defining features of grandiose narcissists is their inexhaustible need for admiration and validation. Their self-worth is intricately tied to the amount of attention and praise they receive from others, making them dependent on external affirmation to feel good about themselves. These individuals will be the first to make their presence felt in any setting, whether it's a social gathering or a business meeting. With their dramatic entrances and flamboyant demeanor, they ensure all eyes are on them, effectively becoming the focal point of any room they enter. Once they've captured the spotlight, grandiose narcissists work tirelessly to retain it. They will monopolize conversations, turning them into platforms to boast about their accomplishments and successes, painting vivid pictures of their achievements, often exaggerating the truth to sound even more successful than they actually are. Their need for admiration also manifests in their appearance and lifestyle choices. Grandiose narcissists are typically drawn to ostentatious displays of wealth and status. They will invest in high-end designer outfits, drive luxury vehicles, or flaunt expensive accessories. These outward symbols of success serve a dual purpose. They not only reinforce their inflated self-image but also signal their superiority to those around them. The grandiose narcissist has an exaggerated, almost delusional sense of entitlement. They operate under the firm belief that they are inherently more deserving than others, and this conviction extends to every aspect of their life. When their expectations of entitlement are not met, grandiose narcissists often react with anger, indignation, or resentment. A notable trait of grandiose narcissists is their stark lack of empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. This absence isn't necessarily due to an inability to comprehend the emotions of others but rather a lack of interest or willingness to do so. They are so engrossed in their own world that the feelings and experiences of others barely register on their emotional radar. Although they might have the intellectual capability to understand another person's perspective, they typically choose not to. This is not because they can't, but because they see little value in doing so. To them, other people's thoughts, feelings, and experiences are insignificant compared to their own. A defining characteristic of grandiose narcissists is their inclination towards grandiose fantasies. These individuals habitually envision themselves in scenarios of immense success, power, or admiration. They perceive themselves as extraordinary beings destined for greatness or possessing unique talents that elevate them above the ordinary. These fantasies serve multiple purposes in the mental framework of a grandiose narcissist. Primarily, they reinforce their inflated self-perception and sense of superiority. Secondly, these fantasies act as a buffer against reality. If a grandiose narcissist encounters failure or criticism, they can retreat into their fantasy world where they remain unchallenged and adored. This serves as a protective mechanism, shielding their fragile ego from the harsh realities of life. A hallmark trait of grandiose narcissists is their relentless pursuit of power and control. This quest is not limited to tangible aspects like wealth or position but extends to the psychological realm, where they seek to dominate conversations, relationships, and even the thoughts and emotions of those around them. Grandiose narcissists often exhibit an intriguing habit of meticulously curating their social circles. They want to be seen in the company of those who reflect their perceived grandeur and superiority. This means that they will make an extraordinary effort to network with individuals who possess wealth, high social status, or other attributes that the narcissist finds appealing and advantageous. By aligning themselves with people they consider successful or influential, grandiose narcissists believe they can bask in the reflected glory of these associations. A defining characteristic of individuals with grandiose narcissism is their profound lack of insight into their own behavior and its impact on others. They view themselves through a distorted lens that magnifies their virtues and obscures their faults. Consequently, they are frequently oblivious to their problematic behavior and the negative effects it may have on those around them. In conclusion, dealing with a grandiose narcissist can be a challenging and often draining experience. Their relentless drive for success and superiority, coupled with their inability to empathize, can make interactions difficult and emotionally taxing. However, by implementing strategies such as setting clear boundaries, engaging in assertive communication and seeking professional help when necessary, it's possible to navigate these relationships more effectively. For more information about narcissists and narcissistic abuse, visit www.carlacorelli.com.